Hey Lisa, I want to do this video kind of like just a little bit over time to kind of add to the trading repertoire to kind of be better traders over time so you kind of know what to look for. Alright, so CryptoPhase kind of made a little thing here. He kind of drew a pattern here, 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 and he cloned it. So when you clone it, like that, and then he drags the clone over, you get this thing. So that's how he kind of predicts what's going to happen next. It kind of repeats the pattern. Okay, so it kind of goes up and down, whatever kind of thing, and from there. So I'm delete whatever. So I went ahead. I have TradingView. This is a free trial for now, and afterwards it's going to be a pay trial. So I kind of did the same. I don't know what happened here. Oh, yeah, a bunch of doodling. So this is the 15-minute. I think this is the same one he did at the 1 hour. That looks a little better on the 1 hour. I don't know. So that's the same thing right there. Boom, 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 and then he clones it, drags it out, and then that's kind of what we expect. And then I was kind of looking for other patterns. Maybe this might be a fractal of a bigger one of the same pattern. So I kind of do the same pattern going out, which kind of goes horizontal, and then down, and then another dip down, and then a hook up, down, bouncy, whatever. So I kind of like, and then it happens like twice. So I was like, thought maybe this is like a smaller version of this, and it's gonna happen again or whatever. I don't know. So we'll see. So that's kind of what to look for, is try to find similar patterns that we kind of draw. You can log in with my username. I think it's shared on LastPass, but if not, I'll double check it and make sure you have it. And you can kind of create your own little, what's it called? Save it, and you can kind of create a new chart or whatever. I'm not sure how to do it yet, but so anyways, going in here, I kind of duplicated it and repeated the process here. So I went ahead and zoomed in at the 15-minute level with those same patterns here. So I kind of see it here, and then I kind of repeated the pattern. So I kind of grabbed this one here, and then I cloned it and I pulled it over. So I kind of see that maybe it's repeating again. So based on this, when I came up here, I shorted and it started to come down. So I went ahead and just kind of put a little money in the skin, whatever, and it's doing what I think it's supposed to do. So we're in profit now with just $1. Okay, so leveraging 10x is only 10 cents. So if you're unsure, you're going to just kind of like, hey, let's just see if it plays out. You can put $1 on there and do it. Right now, CryptoPhase isn't doing much because there's not much movement. You kind of sees this for the next today and tomorrow. Okay, so there's probably won't be any signals. He's gonna watch it play out. Now, there's certain things that I kind of do here, kind of like my trading notes. We're looking for a doji actually. I think that's what he's looking for. So let me kind of move over to my my trading notes. Over here, and you kind of start to build something like this, what you notice over time. 3 pumps. But what he's looking for is this doji. Something like this. It goes sideways for a while, but you see these giant dojis. Then it'll probably most likely dump down. So if we don't see any of that, I think he'll probably go bearish. Say it's gonna go up. But if he sees it dump down, then it's a doji. I'm trying to find that doji for you. Like maybe a better version of it. Wu-Tang pumps, the little W's, so you kind of see it pumps up again. Usually, once it starts to pump, there's a double pump-ish, and then 1, 2, and 3. Let's see any dojis here. Yeah, I think that's probably the best one I can show you right now. It's probably that right here. So it goes sideways for a while, and then you see these little long, really skinny candles with really long wicks on top and bottom. That's a doji. I don't know if that's the best one. Maybe I could find a better one for you that kind of shows that. on TradingView. So let me switch over real quick to here. Okay, I think I know where it happened. It was here. Okay. All right. Now here's like a doji, right? But you can't really see it as a doji, but it's a doji on the 1 hour because it took an hour to kind of become that. Those candles become one. It might be a little confusing at first, but hopefully over time it starts to clarify. Oh shoot, I lost it. Where'd it go? Alright, there it is. Right there, so all those candles kind of become one. That's a, you kind of see that's a really tiny one right there with the doji. Okay, so usually when that doji happens, when it's going sideways, it's a dump. Okay, so it's kind of similar to this that I told you here. It goes sideways, these huge dojis come out, then it dumps down. Okay, so far we haven't seen it lately. If you go up to maybe the 2 hour, these two candles will then fuse into each other, and those dojis will probably be more apparent. So I guess that's it right there. Okay, so you just kind of like here's one too where it goes up and down. If I fuse it into maybe the 4 hour, you'll see that becomes a doji. See right there, doji. It's just tiny. It's really long wicks compared to the other wicks, and it usually happens it dumps down. Okay, so we're kind of looking for that here as it kind of goes sideways, tighter and tighter. Really long wicks that's extending here and extending down here, and they're not long enough to say, hey, it's going to dump down. Okay, so most likely if it plays out all the way and it breaks out, it'll probably break upwards unless we see a doji somewhere along the line and it keeps going, then it'll dump down again. So that's kind of what we're looking for now. Okay, alright, so hopefully that helps. So look for those dojis and the hairs. I think I don't even watching our videos, but usually about 3 hairs, 1, 2, 3. That's the end of the move, and then it trends down. You kind of see another one, 1, 2. I don't know if I would count this one. Yeah, I wouldn't count that because that's past. So 1, 2, and maybe another hair flick down. And then once that it flicks down, then it's gonna start to triangle the on upwards. Okay. So it kind of does that. Sometimes you see it on the top too. It's like, okay, well maybe there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sometimes it gets confusing whether it's gonna go up and down because they both have it. Who started it first? 1, 2, 3. They're done. This is gonna come down. 1, 2, 3. Once that wicks down, you get the third hair. Then the next move is gonna be going up. So, yeah. All right, so. Biggest thing is to just to be a better trader, I guess, is to kind of make notes of it, screenshot it, make some notes, doodle on the sketch pad, and kind of point out ideas and then tuck them away in one note. And over time, as you see the patterns come up again, you're like, hey, I know I've seen this somewhere. Where is it? Okay, I remember there's a pump here. There should be 3 of them. 3 hair pumps, 1, 2, 3, and then there's a long extended one, and then the 4th one, which is usually a little higher than all of the 3rd ones, and then repeats the pattern again. And then just kind of note the hairs. If it has a hair, but then all of a sudden it just never dumped, what's going on here? It just extends it. Same thing here, no wicks. It just extends it until the wicks do come. Then it kind of goes up. 1, 2, 3 wick, come back down, and then and this here, you look at this. That up and down, that was the giant doji. If we kind of put, I think this is a 15-minute, it's kind of blocked, but that would have been a doji on a 1 hour, I think. And then that's what caused that then you would always say, hey, I know the dump's coming. Let's just start accumulating our short positions over here. Bank on that dunk, and then usually the dumps usually happen 2 times before it ends. Okay, so make these notes so that you can kind of understand and see. I zoomed in too to kind of see what I expect to do. So that's the doji there, and yeah, these little triangle flat lines, 1, 2, 3 hairs. The 4th hair is a dunk, and then it starts to rise, and that's kind of what happens here too. But then I think this one dunked way too far. Well, actually, it did rise. It's a little mini stretch out rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, dunked. Wait, here. 1, 2, 3. I know. Go ahead and do the notes and go from there. All right. Yeah. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.